What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. I gotta go ahead and update that ticker. It is definitely not right. I'm gonna update that here in a second. Let me go update YouTube first. Oh, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. We got 3D racing for week number 4. CJ has absolutely dominated this one. Out there in the Who's Your Daddy number 6 here tonight. See him out there on the track. How's everybody doing tonight? Are you guys ready for some racing? And I don't know where these hiccups came from. Jeez. All right, let's see. So Jesse had a little bit of a rough week last week. He's looking to rebound this week. Hopefully a little bit better race for him as I get an update on my GPU right in the middle of this as usual. All right, let's see. Let me go ahead and update the TikTok because I definitely have an issue with the ticker over there. SDK did an update yesterday and it goofed it up a little bit, so I got to go ahead and repaste a new link for that information for the ticker on there. So we're going to go ahead and repaste that in. Hopefully that fixes that problem. We're about to find out. Let's see. Well, maybe not. Where is it at? And I see nothing. Why do I have no ticker on TikTok? Kind of funny. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me know out in the chat as these guys run some laps. Let's try that. That help at all? All right, let's try this link. God, don't we love technology? It works so good when we don't need it to. All right, for some reason I have no ticker over on TikTok. It is definitely acting a little bit funny there. It's been doing that a lot lately. Let's see. Let's go ahead and hit that refresh button. Let's see if that makes a difference. Go ahead and refresh that ticker, see if it pops up correctly this time. I guess not. All right, let's try one other thing. Gotta love these technical issues. All right, so we're getting ready to close in on the end of practice here as I am having issues with the ticker. Give me 1 second, guys, for those of you that are still with me watching and haven't given up on me yet. It is going to be... Now I have nothing on anything. All right, so nothing found all of a sudden. All right, looks like STK is having issues tonight. We're going to try and update this again. Let's see if this makes a difference. Bear with me, guys. We got nothing. All right. Looks like SDK is going to make me go old school here. We might not see the ticker. 3D Racing. What's up, Ox? What's up, buddy? We might not have a ticker tonight. It is definitely looking like it might be a little bit special speeds here tonight. That is not the ticker we want. I don't know how to get rid of that. All right, so I guess we're going tickerless tonight. All right, so let's see if it pulls up the starting lineup for us at least here in Heat Race number 1. It will not. It is going to be Brett Caudill starting on the pole. Jason No in that number 2 spot. CJ Phillips in 3rd. Going to be Cody Blix in that number 4 spot. Clifford Driscoll in 5th. Not Jesse. Cody. Man. Jesse in 6th. Going to be Patrick in that, or Jeffrey. Jeffrey in that number 7 spot, and Patrick in 8th. Sorry, guys. I'm watching the ticker, and as they move, it moves them. Mayo, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. SDK having some issues here tonight. I have 3 races tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to have a ticker tonight. That is going to make my life a whole lot more difficult. Everybody going to transfer, though, into this feature as we get ready for the green flag this time by. All right, let me go check the SDK. Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. I'm trying to look over on SDK, see what's going on there. Right after this, Cam, thank you for the follow. Racing, thank you for the share as the green flag is out. It's going to be Brett Caudill out front. Jason No second. Here comes CJ Phillips. There's our top 2 guys up in the boys. We got contact further back as Jesse gets knocked around. They're 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Driscoll down low. Jesse in the middle with the 28 of Cody up high as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Remove your foot from your mouth. It'll get better. What foot? What do you mean, Robert? Doug Dobbs, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Mayo, thank you for the like. Ox, thank you for the like as Brett Caudill continues to lead the way out of turn number 4. I don't even think that makes any sense. Out front, leading the way, it's going to be Brett Caudill leading the way. Let's go, Landon. Landon's not in this one. As they head through turn number 3 and 4. We got Brett Caudill first, Jason No second, CJ Phillips 3rd, Clifford Driscoll 4th, Jesse in 5th. Pretty quiet right now as everybody runs single file into turn number 3 and 4. That sucks. That sucks. I saw that you posted that you had to go watch that. Hopefully we can keep an eye. Right? The hard part is we're not going to see what place they're in because my ticker is not working. SDK must be having an issue this week as Brett Caudill leads the way down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be 6 laps into this one as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes the pressure out of CJ Phillips. Trying to get around Jason No as they come out of turn number 4. Can't quite get there. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. CJ all over the back of that number 66. He is trying to dig low out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, are you not in there, Landon? CSC, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. So it may be that iRacing did an update, which might be screwing with SDK. I'm not sure, but we're going to come across the line. 1 lap to go. White flag is out as Brett Caudill continues to lead. Into turn number 1 and 2. Battle for second. Heating up. Can CJ get up underneath Jason? Will he move him up the track? Nope. He's going to back out of turn number 4. It's going to be Brett Caudill, Jason No, CJ Phillips, Clifford Driscoll, Jesse, Patrick, Cody, and Jeffrey rounding out the field. JCD, thank you for the share. Appreciate that. Normally we got a ticker, but no ticker. No ticker today. We are free balling it. Landon, thank you for the like. Cal, thank you for the like. Appreciate those likes out there over on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. As we get lined up for heat race number 2. Starting on the pole here in heat race number 2, it is going to be Warren Samoy in that number 77. Outside of him is going to be Charles Dawson in the 42. Oh, looks like somebody did not grid up, so that's going to move the 58 of Scott Schroyer up to 3rd. Justin Norwood 4th. It's going to be Cale Smith in that number 5 spot. Brian Wax in 6th, and BJ Goodnight in that number 7 position. So everybody did grid up. That was weird. It's nice without the ticker. But it's nice to be able to keep an eye on your favorite drivers, too. Because I can't watch them all. Grant, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. iRacing usually doesn't let you until after once qualifying's complete. And since there's no qualifying, you probably can't join after practice. All right, we are going green flag this time by Ajax. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. As they head into turn number 3 of 4. It is going to be the 77 of Warren Samoy taking them into turn number 3 of 4. Green flag is out. Warren going to get a nice jump. Schroyer jumps into that number 2 spot as they head into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to slide in. Here comes Dawson to the outside. Dawson's going to try to take advantage up high into turn number 3 and 4. He's got Norwood behind him as the 115 of Cale Smith looking low as they come out of turn 4, almost 3 wide for second. Norwood nowhere to go. Will he stick it in the middle as it looks like the 115 of Cale Smith trying to look low. Battle for second going on now. Got a 4-car battle. Here comes Brian Wax as Norwood makes contact with the 42 of Dawson. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Schroyer still in that number 2 position. Looks like Charles Dawson's going to blink a little bit there. Hopefully it doesn't screw up Norwood as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Yes, it is real people. It is not AI. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Now through turn number 3 and 4. Sorry, trying to get caught up with the chat. Warren leads the way. It is going to be Schroyer 2nd. Cale Smith 3rd. Norwood in 4th. Brian Wax all over the back of Norwood as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 of 4. Single file for the most part, but here comes Wax trying to cut down out of turn 4. Can't quite get there. Mike, thank you for the follow. Oh, Wax into the side of Norwood. Gets sideways. That's going to catch up BJ. BJ's going to lose a ton of ground on the field. Back up to the front. That single file. We're going to go back to the battle for that number 5 spot. Brian Wax goes back to work on the 42 of Dawson. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. It is going to be Dawson blinking out as the top 4 stay single file. It's going to be Warren Samoy, Scott Schroyer, Cale Smith, Justin Norwood, your top 4. Back here to the battle for 5th as Brian Wax continues to try to put the pressure on the 42. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 of 4. Yeah, it's just for you guys. My stuff is working. I can see that still, and I can still do my cameras. You guys just don't have a ticker. I was more worried about you guys keeping track of your favorite drivers. Landon, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that over on TikTok as Warren continues to lead the field. Scott Schroyer getting pressure out of Cale Smith as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. White flag is in the air as they come through 3 and 4. It's going to be checkered flag this time by Warren. It's going to take the win. Schroyer 2nd, Cale Smith, Justin Norwood, Dawson, Wax, and BJ rounding out the field. Henry, thank you for the share. Appreciate that. Appreciate that share. All right, so they are going to run a full warm-up here. How long is the warm-up? Warm-up is 5 minutes, so they're going to run the full warm-up. Where in this track? Hopefully make it a little bit interesting here for tonight's feature. I'm going to go ahead and put this on crashes so you can watch these guys crash. Oh, all right. Let me go check the SDK Gaming Discord, which is what I use for the ticker. Let's go see if they got an issue. It says news. Let's see if there's any news. Oh, nope. Let's see if anybody has complained about it. Live timing. All right, let's see. All right, so right now practice going on. Let's see who's the quick time currently. Clifford Driscoll. Make it Patrick in the 86. He's going to jump up to the quick time with a 14.5. As these guys roll around the track for just a little bit. Going to get about 5 minutes of practice here. Let's go check out the TikTok. Will, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Dalton says, very cool about real drivers running this. Yep, real people. Some of these guys, I don't know if any of these guys do, but we do get a bunch of guys that race in real life, which is kind of cool too. Oh, can't get the ticker to work. What's up? What's up, Xbox? What's up, buddy? Scott Pack is back. Scott Dobbs, thank you for the like. 3D Racing, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Robert, thank you for the like. As currently at the top of the charts, it's going to be Jesse now in the number 75 with the new quick time. He's going to have a 14.52 currently at the top of the board. I'm doing all right, other than my ticker not working. I mean, it probably bothers me more aesthetically than anything, but I don't think it bothers most of you guys too much. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the sponsors here, guys. These guys help support the league. It is going to be One Shot Scrap and Recycling out of Bradford, Ohio. Make sure you guys go check them out for all your scrap and recycling needs if you're in that Bradford, Ohio area. And West Side Signs out of Great Falls, Montana. Got a new follow over there on TikTok. Want a bum. What's up, Danny? Danner? Is it Danner? What's up, buddy? Harley, thank you for the follow. Ice Cube, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Thank you for the like also. Danner with the follow. Appreciate that, buddy. Appreciate those follows, likes, shares, and follows. Get them out there as we get a little bit of a break here for the warm-up. What's up, Clint? Kelly, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Nick, thank you for the like. Nick, we might be going no ticker tonight because I don't have a ticker. It's not working. So Jesse at the top of the charts here in practice. Patrick second, Clifford Driscoll third, Cal Smith and Brett Caudell are your top five. In practice, definitely some people to watch out for here tonight. Looks like Justin Norwood has not made it back out on the track. Landon Moody was not able to get the update done in time to make it into tonight's race, so he's going to miss tonight. No, the ticker does not affect the racing. I just like having it up there, especially like when I do AMX next and they got the cutoff so people can see where their driver is. That's probably the biggest thing. Let's see. This race, it won't matter quite as much. You definitely can see more of the picture. Max, thank you for the like. Brian, thank you for the likes. Appreciate that, guys. Yeah, Landon missed it. Didn't get the update done in time. It was, I don't know why it took him so long. The update was super quick for me. Oh, iRacing. Yeah, I've had a lot of that issue where iRacing wouldn't launch, like with the openers. I was having issues. They probably had an issue at the back end right when you were trying. Who's in the red car? That is going to be Jesse Johnsrud in that number 75 machine. He's currently the quick time. We can go through and talk about some of these guys while we got a little bit of time. Nope, that's going to be the end of warm-up here pretty much. Jesse's in the red car. The 41 is going to be BJ Goodnight. We'll go through them here on the... Yeah, it's good, hit or miss. I appreciate the ticker when I'm looking for somebody. Landon Smith, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Look, Moody. We don't talk about slow. It's special speeds. Yeah, Timothy's not here either. That's a surprise. All right. We are going to go through the starting lineup here tonight. It is going to be Cale Smith out front in that number 115, leading the way after the invert. CJ Phillips in second in that number 6. It's going to be Scott Schroyer in the number 58 machine, that black and gold machine, starting in third. Jason No in the 66 and fourth. Warren Samoy in the number 77 is going to start in that number 5 spot, and he's got Brett Caudill to the outside in that number 93. Driscoll's going to start in that number 7 position with Justin Norwood in the number 4, starting in 8th. Johnsrud, he was quick in that warm-up. He's going to start in 9th with the 42 of Charles Dawson starting in that number 10 position. Then behind them, we're going to have Cody Blix in that number 28 machine starting in that number 12 spot. Brian Waxon. Patrick starting in 11th. Brian, I don't know where anybody is anymore. Looks like Brian Wax in the number 12 spot. Cody Blix 13th. BJ Goodnight 14th. And Jeffrey Hoyt in that number 15 position. That's where not having my overlays hurt me. Mayo is an instrument. Justin Norwood for the dub, says Swank. Watch No. Yeah, always got to watch No. Noah's been quick. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Yeah, I couldn't figure out where people were because I don't have the overlay to tell me what position they started. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Cale out front. CJ second as Jason No tries to make short work of that number 6 into 1 and 2. Oh, they make contact. Jason No sideways. He's going to save it. Cale, CJ, and Jason single file, but Jason not wanting to stay that way as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Digging down low. We're going to complete 2 laps. It's going to be Cale, CJ, Jason, Schroyer, and Brett Caudill, your top 5. Brett going to dig the high side. He's got Norwood up there with him as they come out of turn 2. Brett's going to bang the wall just a tick into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 3 and 4, it is going to be single file for the top 4. It's going to be 2x2 for 5th on back. SDK likes to take a shit on me every once in a while. I forget. 50 laps. I usually have the overlay is my cheater. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Cale Smith out front. CJ second. Jason No third. As Scott Schroyer sits in that number 4 spot. Brett Caudill going to try to dig on the outside. Looking for that number 4 position out of turn number 4. Can't quite get there as they head into 1 and 2. A lot of time here today as Jason No continues to put the pressure on that number 6. These guys got to manage these tires as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4. 6 laps complete here tonight. Definitely a good-looking group for sure here tonight, Robert. Definitely. As they head through turn number 1 and 2. Big run on the outside by Brett Caudill. Brett going to take that number 4 spot as they head into turn number 3. Here comes Norwood to the outside. Looks like the top lane starting to come away here just a bit. More like that middle slider lane. That middle lane looks like it's got a little bit of grip as Brett Caudill going to pull away from the number 5 position through turn number 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So Brett making short work of Scott Schroyer, now pulling forward. He is actually gaining on Jason No and CJ Phillips as Cale Smith drives away from the field into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, it is going to be single file until you get back to that number 5 spot. Norwood digging on the outside. He's trying to dig around the number 58 and set his sights on that 4th position of Brett Caudill as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, it is going to be 10 laps complete. We are 20% through this one as we are 10 laps into here. Side by side for that number 5 position. Norwood can't seem to get an advantage as Schroyer holding strong down on the bottom side as they come out of turn number 4. Can Norwood get the run? These top and bottom lanes are so even here tonight. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Norwood digging on the outside as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Can he find his way around the 58 out of turn 4? He's got a little bit more of an edge, but can't quite clear him as Schroyer fights back on the inside. Here comes the battle for that number 3 spot as Brett Caudill has caught the 66 of Jason No through turn number 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. He's got to fall back in line as Norwood shoots out a bit. I think he had Schroyer cleared, but made a little mistake off of turn 4. That's going to allow Schroyer to dig back in. Preston, thank you for the share. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Let's go, Cale. Cale is dominating this. He is definitely dominating this one as Norwood and Schroyer almost make contact there heading into turn number 1. Norwood holding strong on the outside, but how about Schroyer? Schroyer definitely holds strong on the bottom side, not pushing it too hard as Brett Caudell and Jason No going at it once again for the number 3 spot. Norwood finally clears Schroyer as No and Brett almost make contact out of 2. Brett's going to stuff it up underneath there into turn number 3 and 4. Here, a little bit of net code out of turn 4. Brett Caudell almost goes around. Here comes Norwood digging on the outside. We're about to have a big battle for that number 3 spot as they come out of turn number 2 down into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be, oh no, Schroyer goes around. That's going to be the first caution flag of the night. Schroyer just goes around. Not really sure what happened there, but let's go back and take a look. It looks like Jesse Johnsrud might have just gotten a little piece of him here. Yep, that is just barely clipped him. That is unfortunate as we are 17 laps into this one. Good run there. As Cal Smith probably didn't want to see this caution in the 115. Joe, thank you for the like. Shane Haas, Anthony, guys, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Definitely some good racing. I'll tell you what. I have been very, very fortunate that we've had some phenomenal racing here on the channel here lately. And you know we got a show later. We got the street stocks on the off-road dirt and the Pro 2s later on. That'll be absolutely wild. You guys, if you have not followed the channel, will want to click that follow button now. Now, if this is your first time here on the channel or with this series or haven't watched Dirt Series promotions, this might be the first time you've seen this on iRacing. It is going to be a Delaware restart. It's going to be our leader, Cal Smith, out front by himself, and it's going to be 2x2 for second on back. Looks like CJ is going to be on the bottom side as Jason No takes the top. Are we going green flag this time by? Yeah, definitely looking good. Nope, not green this time by. Looks like they might get one to go. Oh, I agree. I agree. You know, it's crazy because the season did not start off good for the officials, and about the first 2 weeks were pretty rough, and then we come into, well, it might have been just the first week, but we had about 4 weeks of phenomenal racing in a row. So, yeah, the first 2 weeks were rough. The last 4 weeks have been phenomenal. All right, pace car is in, looking for the green flag. Out of turn 4, green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Jason No going to go way up to the high side. He's going to get a big run out of 2. Looks to take the run up underneath CJ. Oh, they make contact through 3 and 4 as Jason tries to take that number 2 spot away. Big run for Jason as they head through turn number 1 and 2. We might see somebody else do that move as they come out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Jason not able to take advantage in that number 66. Out of turn to number 4, down the front straightaway, top 3 single file is Brett Caudell and Norwood gonna race it out for that number 4 spot as they were almost 3 wide behind him out of turn number 2. Driscoll just behind these guys. Here comes Warren Samoy in that number 77 trying to dig his way back up a little bit further. He's fallen off a few spots here in the 77. He's trying to find his way back towards the front. Battle right now is going to start to heat up for third as they almost take it 3 wide out of turn number 4. Right now, Norwood and Brett Caudell duke it out for that number 4 position as it looked like Driscoll tried to get up underneath Caudell. Couldn't quite put it there as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 23 laps complete this time by. 23 laps in the books as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Still side by side for that number 4 position as they come out of 2. Big run for Caudell into turn number 3. So that high line is getting those big runs out, but the shorter way around keeps Norwood right next to Caudell. So Caudell gets the run going into the turn, but here comes Norwood back. I think Caudell's going to finally have that number 4 spot this time by. Norwood going to dig back up underneath, but Caudell winding it up on the high side, slowly making ground forward, trying to work on that number 3 spot as CJ closes in on Cal just in front of this battle. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Look at Brett Caudell go as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be 26 laps complete We got 24 laps to go. I had to remember how many laps there were. Down the back straightaway. Oh, it pushes it sometimes. Oh, no. Jason goes up a little bit. Brett Caudill was not expecting it. Slides up into the wall. He loses a couple spots. That's going to put Norwood and Driscoll battling it out for the number 4 spot. Norwood now up on the high side as Driscoll drives low through turn number 3 and 4. CJ trying to close in on the back bumper of that 115. He is definitely quicker right now, about a tenth quicker than our leader as he closes in on that battle as we move back to the battle for 4th. Norwood up high, Driscoll down low out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Let's go check on the battle for the lead as CJ is there. Will he make a move? As they head through turn number 3 and 4, Cale Smith continues to lead, but here comes CJ looking low out of 4. CJ can't quite get the run off. He's going to get back in line as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, here comes CJ. Looking, being patient, trying to take care of those tires. If he can make the move, he's going to make it. If not, I think he's content with riding as they got 19 laps to go. Norwood finally seals that number 4 spot, goes to work to on the 66, and Jason no into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 32 laps complete. 32 laps complete as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Battle for 3rd is heating up as Norwood putting the pressure on that number 66. We're going to jump out just a little bit so we can see a little bit more of the track. Keep an eye on the race for the lead as it looks like CJ is going to get up underneath Cale into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes CJ looking low as they come out of turn number 2 into 3 and 4. CJ Phillips in that number 66, our number 6 machine. He is our points leader as they come out of turn number 4 down into 1 and 2. He's got to get back in line. Down out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. It looks like CJ has to get back in line. Not a whole lot of pressure there as we go back to the battle for that 3rd spot. Norwood decides to jump it up to the top side into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to try to roll the high side, take that momentum as they come down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Norwood starting to build the momentum up on the high side, is gaining ground on that number 66. Oh, Jason had to back out of it. Norwood's there. There's the battle for 3rd. Into turn number 1 and 2, side by side. Norwood with the run out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, looking like he's going to take that number 3 spot this time by Brett Caudill, putting the pressure on them behind him as they come out of turn 4. Battle for the lead is starting up once again. Here comes CJ down low out of turn number 2. Cale up high into turn number 3 and 4, side by side. Can Cale get the top side to dig out of turn number 4? I can smell the tires melting. Into turn number 1 and 2, still side by side for the lead. Cale going to try to get that run out of turn number 2, but it looks like it might be a losing battle for him as CJ has the edge out of turn number 4. We definitely have a new race leader. It is going to be CJ Phillips into turn number 1. Here comes Cale back down low on CJ out of turn number 2. Can he keep it down as they head through turn number 3 and 4? At the line, it's going to be 10 laps to go. Oh, we got a yellow. What happened here? Let's go see if we can go find out what happened to Mr. Schroyer. Ooh, we had one turned around right there. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, wrong replay. Moody is not the points leader, no. All right, let's see what happened. Was it Patrick? Oh, Patrick and Brett get together. So it's Brett that goes around, or sorry, Patrick that goes around and brings out that caution flag as him and Brett get together. We're going to see what kind of call race control makes. I think that was a racing deal. Norwood smelling that dub. He's got some work to do. I'll tell you what, CJ will not be easy to beat as we are still outside 10 to go. It should be a 2x2 start. Lisa, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. All right, so we're going to get these guys restacked up once again. I think it's going to be 2x2. As I think Jesse Johnsrud coming off of pit road in that number 75. He must have taken advantage of getting a fast repair. All right, so it is going to be a two by two start as we are just outside 10 to go. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2 Delaware restart style. Down the back straightaway, they got them 2 by 2 for second on back. Who's it going to be here tonight? Can Norwood take advantage? Norwood for president. All right, out of turn 4. Let's see if it gives us 1 to go this time. All right, down into turn number 1 and 2. Looks up. Pace lights are still on. Pace lights are still on. I don't think we're going green this time by, unless somebody changed it. I think they might have because they're stacking it up tight. Let's see if we go green flag this time by. Into turn number 3 and 4. All right, next time by is going to be green. Next time. Thank you, Gibbs. I need that because I can't tell if you guys are one to go or not. Let them race. All right. Out of turn number 2. Looking for the green flag out of turn 4. Green flag is out as CJ gets on the gas. Norwood with a good start on the outside, trying to get into that number 2 spot. Will we end up with a battle for the lead between Norwood and CJ as they come out of turn 2 down the back straightaway? Norwood's going to clear the 115 into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to set his sights. We got a little bit of trouble in the back. Warren Samoy with a great save in the number 77. And back up to the front. Norwood trying to gain ground on that number 6 as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 8 laps to go at the line. 8 laps to go. CJ, Norwood, Smith, your top 3. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It looks like Smith trying to dig up underneath Norwood. Norwood not letting CJ go away. CJ's got to be sweating a little bit as Norwood tries to dig up underneath out of turn number 4. Norwood can't quite get there as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Norwood down low. We got a battle for the lead. Out of 2, Norwood falls back in line. He's going to dig back low into turn number 3 and 4. Can he get that bottom side to dig out of turn 4? Nope. He's got to get back in line. I think that bottom lane may work in 1 and 2, but it is not there in turn number 3 and 4. Down the back straightaway, Norwood's got to get back to work. He doesn't have a lot of time here. Close the gap on the number 6 as they come out of turn 4. It's 5 to go at the line. 5 laps to go into turn number 1 and 2. What's up, Matthew? Out of turn number 2, Cal Smith trying to dig that bottom side as they head through turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Norwood in the number 4. He's going to bang the wall a little bit. Gets it a little wobbly. Keeps it straight as they come across the line into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Norwood digging back low. Can't quite get it to stick. He's got to get back in line once again. He's going to try bottom side. I thought he was going to go slider. Maybe a little bit of a slider out of turn number 4. Norwood trying to close the gap on the number 6 as they got 3 laps to go. It is go time as they come out of turn number 2. Norwood's going to have to try to find a way around that number 6. The number 6 as CJ slides up the track. Norwood running slider. Coming across the line. 2 laps to go. 2 more laps to go as they head into 1 and 2. Norwood's got slider line going. Hey, guess who's going to be able to play tonight? What's up, Demon? As they come out of turn number 4. White flag in there. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. CJ Phillips leads the way. Norwood goes to the bottom. He's trying to dig out of turn number 2. CJ's just got to be good through 3 and 4. No mistakes here. Can Norwood find the dig out of turn number 4? He can't. It's going to be CJ Phillips with the win. Norwood second. Cale Smith third. Brett Cardell fourth. BJ Goodnight in 5th. See, this is going to be one of those points where I missed the ticker. So we're going to go through it. Through the results. Oh, CJ, did you pull off? Oh, no. Okay, good. All right, so CJ with the win. Justin Norwood second. Cale Smith third. Brett Caudill in 4th. Going to be BJ Goodnight in that number 5 position. Jason No in a 6th. Scott Schroyer is going to be in that number 7 spot. Clifford Driscoll in 8th. Jeffrey in 9th. Going to be Patrick Lemire in that number 10 position. Cody Blix in 11th. Jesse Johnson in 12th. Charles Dawson, 13th, Brian Wax, 14th, and Warren Samoy in that number 15 position. All right, I got 2 more broadcasts to do tonight, Pack. Just so you know. That was a good run for Cal. It was a good run for everybody. All right, let's go ahead and bring in our top 3. I need to go find the Discord. Let's go find the Discord and pull these guys in. There we go. All right, we're missing one. Where's he at? Is he in here anywhere? I don't see him. I don't see Cal yet. Yes. Yes. Just go anywhere. I'll pull you in. All right. I'm just waiting to pull him in. All right. There he is. All right. What a race here tonight. I think it's push to talk, Cal, if it's not letting you talk.
Good run, Cal.
I think he's got to have push to talk on and he doesn't have it on. Great run here tonight. Seemed like there was a few lines, top and bottom line, pretty even tonight. I'll talk to Cal, I guess, in a minute if he gets that push to talk figured out. As you guys raced it out tonight, wasn't easy. You sat a long time back there around that 5th and 6th position here tonight, Norwood. It was not easy to pass. Everybody's so even out on the track.
Yeah, it was, man. It was, I don't know, it was kind of all, felt like it was all bottom to start with, but the top rolled, but I knew I was using some, like, decent amount of tire up there just to stay with them and kind of keep the momentum up and go by some of them, but, I don't know, the end right there looked like it finally.
Looked like you got a little slider working there at then.
Yeah, the slider started working a little bit on one, like, kind of weird, not weird, but just let it land in what was left up there. And the bottom, I mean, the bottom wasn't far off. The problem with it was if you were, like, when we're trying to pass anybody, you couldn't roll all the way out to the outside wall and get your angle, you just wasn't much you could do with it, really.
Yeah, I realized they were a little quiet. Norwood's whispering to me today.
What, am I?
You are a little quieter than you usually
are.
I
think, this whole reset, I don't know, maybe my mic is what it is.
I don't know. My ticker's not working, so I didn't have a ticker the whole race. So
hold on, does that sound better?
Well, I turned you up.
Okay.
All right, so great run here tonight. Couldn't quite find your way around CJ. Looked like you could have gotten bottom of 1 and 2, but not being able to work the slider out of 3 and 4 because the bottom didn't seem to be there. But definitely had some speed there at the end. Good run. I mean, you needed this. You've been struggling a little bit.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, after the first few races of this thing, I'd take it. I think we've been wrecked in both of them that I've run so far. The first one I was going out of town for work and got destroyed at Volusia, and then come back through the field, and then had a little bad run at the end, and last week got wrecked. Well, I don't even remember what ended up happening last week, dude.
I have short-term memory when it comes to these. Yeah. I do so many. But good run here tonight, Norwood. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks to everybody at 3D Racing, and to everybody at 3D for putting it on, and Brandon and Scott and Calvin, and everybody at House of Speed, Setup Shop, and MDI TV. And y'all go check out the YouTube channel and the Facebook streams if you want to. And thanks to my girls for letting me do this stuff.
Well, great run here tonight. Great run here tonight. Colton, I have street stocks at Off-Road Dirt, and then I have Pro 2s on Off-Road Dirt later after this. But Cal, now that you got that mic working, I think. Good talk.
Listen.
I meant to say.
Yeah.
I meant to say congrats to CJ too. My bad.
Thanks, Justin.
Hold on, Cal. I might be able to fix this. Yeah. Hold on. I got this. I got this. I just got to change this back afterwards. But audience mix. Sorry. Let's see. I'm gonna try and get this. There we go. Say something. Say something, Cal, into the race chat.
Yeah, he's still not getting anything.
All right, I can hear you on race chat, and I got it over.
Okay. 10-4.
All right, Cal, I have you over on race chat. Can you hear me? I can hear you on race chat.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, okay, so I can do it this way. So we can hear you this way. I just had to turn it on. Normally keep the chat off because you never know what somebody might say in a race. But hey, great run here tonight. You probably didn't want to see those cautions. You were dominating early on.
Yeah, I don't know. It definitely helped that I started on the pole there. I don't get to race as much as I have in the past. So honestly, this is the only night I'm getting on at the moment. So just to come out and race with these guys, I really appreciate them having me in and to race up front with some of these guys that are proven to be some of the best on the sim. It's really fun. But being out front there, kind of having that staying out of everything, just clicking off laps, that probably helped me the most.
Well, CJ and Norwood come a couple of the best over here in the UMPs, and you being out front, is it really? It's got to be hard to manage the tire wear when you're out front like that.
Yeah, and I was thinking about that, and I saw I had a little bit of a gap, and I'm thinking, because he can keep up with me easy, so I'm thinking, man, is he really saving his tires? Do I need to slow down here? But running the bottom, I wasn't too worried about tearing up the tires because I know I wasn't running it that hard anyway. So, and I knew this track in the past, if you can stay on the bottom the whole time, and still run okay lines. So, but I knew, halfway through the race is fine, but I knew at some point they'd be coming. So, like I said, I don't get to race much anymore. So I was just trying to have fun and kind of stay out of their way, and I was happy to, be up on the podium.
Well, I'll make it quick before the session closes out on us. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, like I said, thanks for the 3D guys for having me in here. A lot of fun. I look forward to the rest of the season. My team, CSC Motorsports, Michael Carter, Braden Carter, Kyle Hardy. Thanks for my wife letting me do this. It's a good time. Thank you, guys.
Don't laugh at me. I clicked the wrong button, accidentally clicked out. But great run. CJ, man, this is only going to help your points lead and make it awful hard for these guys. With only 2 races to go, you're going to extend it here. But I'll tell you what, Jason did not make it easy for you to get second.
No, Jason and us, we always fight hard. I think he fought hard with Norwood and Brett back there too. He's just a good competitive driver. So it's fun to race with him out there. It's fun to bang doors here and there. We like to keep it clean, but it makes it interesting sometimes.
Yeah, definitely makes it interesting when you guys are out there, Jason. Definitely using that inside wall to a little bit of an advantage, keeping you to where you couldn't quite get up underneath them enough and killing your momentum. But good, clean racing overall. Those restarts, those had to help you a little bit.
Oh, for sure. All I was doing was trying to save tires. I couldn't have got around Kale anyway. He drove a great race there at the beginning. We would have been about the same speed, but I just kept trying to save tires, knowing that, Norwood's coming up before too long. Brett, Clifford, I was worried about them coming up later in the race. So all I did was try to save tires for a while. Finally got a little bit of a run on them down the back stretch. Kind of gave them a little bump and run going into the corner, but, it worked out pretty good.
Well, let's talk about that last restart. Norwood when you guys took the green flag, it was 10 to go at the green flag. Norwood had to work a little bit to get around Smith, but got around him and closed the gap on you. You had to be sweating there, not making a mistake, because he had some speed.
Yeah, he was definitely coming fast. And Justin, he's a pro, so one of the best on the sim. So seeing him come up, I knew that if I didn't hold my line, if I spun the tires one corner, he was going to take advantage of it. So luckily, it was kind of middle or slider. So I think he made most of his ground up on the slider, but me running the middle or slider, it was kind of blocking his line some. So I just don't think there was enough left on the bottom yet, or the top wasn't burned off enough to try to make a pass on the bottom.
Yeah, definitely. Well, this one was close enough that I don't think Massey has to come out of retirement like he was threatening. But great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I just like to thank God first. I like to thank my wife, my living room pit crew that's in there. I heard them yelling earlier. Everybody at 3D Racing, JMP Home Inspections, House of Speed, One Shot Scrap and Recycling, Westside Signs, and Norwood Sim Sports. And congratulations, Justin, for the two Carolina boys on top tonight.
Good run, guys. Thanks for putting on a show, and I will talk to you guys later.
Hey, hold on, James.
I
want to point out. He said pro driver. I was former pro driver with 2 F's in former. If you go look at my thumbnail. Thank Lanier
he's more like a procrastinator now because we don't see him enough.
You right about that.
Hey, Justin, I got one of those former pro drivers too. I just never made it back. So
that's right.
Good run, guys.
Yeah, thanks, man. See y'all.
All right, great run for these guys. We're going to go ahead and call it a stream. We'll be back with AMX. A lot of action there. Got the street stocks coming up and the Pro 2 lights. Don't want to miss that. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.